Hey, it's Chris here from Drift, and today we are chatting wet wading. You've heard us talk a lot about it, and today we're going to show you how to do it. What is wet wading? Wet wading is just wading without the waders. So naturally, when it's 30 degrees outside and you still want to be on the water, drop the waders, hop in a pair of boots, and go in. It's a great way to fish, keeps you cool, and also lets your waders last a lot longer without getting pinholes and things because you're just not using them as much through the summer, so you can save them for when it counts through the fall and winter months. So how do you actually do it? Well, you have a few different options. You can use your current boots. If you have a pair of wading boots that you use with your waders right now, you can use these. The important thing is you're going to need to change up what you wear for socks if you do, because when you sized up for these, you oversized them to be able to accommodate the wader that was going to fit inside. So if you just wear them with a thin pair of socks, they're not going to fit well. You're going to get a lot of blisters and things like that, and so you have to fill them up. And the way that we do that is by using a neoprene sock. So these look like the feet of waders. That's basically what they are. These are the guard socks from Simms. You can use the Patagonia Ulex socks or all other kinds of models. And they're just a good thick neoprene sock that'll slip on and fill up that space for you. Something like the guard socks will actually, you can see with the hook here, fold back down over just like a gravel guard to help keep debris out of the boots as well. Personally, I do find that bare neoprene against bare skin is not super comfortable, so I would definitely recommend wearing some kind of a sock in between, and my personal favorite would be the Simms wet wading socks. These are just a thin, quick drying, very abrasion resistant polyester sock that's going to provide a barrier and keep you nice and comfortable there without making you overly hot. They are quite thin and light as well. So I wear those personally with a set of these guys if I'm going to be wearing a pair of wading boots. Now, wading boots are the best option if you're in an area that has a lot of hazards for your foot and you need a lot of protection. Of course, wading boots, they're built up to be quite firm around the edges, have a lot of good protective rubbers and substantial sole on them. So if you're in an environment that demands that, then definitely stick with your regular wading boot. That's the best way to go. If you're in an area where you can afford to be a little lighter though, a great option is a wet wading tailored boot. So something like these Simms Flyweight Access wet wading boots are a great way to go. They are actually quite cool in that they have a cinchable top to them. So these you don't need to wear with the big neoprene socks because you're going to size them just for wet wading. That's what they're made for. You will still want to wear some kind of a sock like these inside of them, but then you can actually just cinch up the top here, which will keep that debris out just like a gravel guard would. So these are a really cool option. Or if you want to go even lighter, something like the Simms Pursuit shoe is a great option for light wet wading needs. So if I'm wet wading the Great Lakes or sandy areas, that sort of thing, this is definitely my favorite shoe. It's a great option if you're paddleboarding or canoeing, kayaking, anything like that as well, and need to jump out here and there. These shoes don't have as much protection on the top. They're quite soft. So if you are in areas that are very rocky where you need that extra protection, not maybe the best option, but for lighter duty environments, these are absolutely the lightest weight option out there. And they're extremely comfortable, and they do still have a fairly substantial sole to them. So versus a cheap pair of sort of water shoes, which generally don't hold up very well, these will give you some good grip on the rocks as well. Like the other wet wading boot here, I would pair them with a wet wading sock for the best comfort and protection there. And then the last piece to all this is instead of shorts, because you're not protected down there, I would just generally go with a long pair of pants like a Simms Super Light pant. These are going to be super light. They're going to keep you protected from the sun, but then also protected from things like thorny bushes and stuff as you're going through trails on your way to the water. So pair of long pants, figure out your sock situation depending on the boot, and get out there, do some wet wading this summer, and have fun. See you soon.